Hey there, I'm Jay.
And I'm Danny.
Welcome back to
I Dare You to Play,
the one we've all been waiting for,
Space Quest 4,
Roger Wilco,
and the Time Rippers.
Ooh.
Yeah. Frankly, I don't think Gen Z's ready for this kind of responsibility.
Please.
You shouldn't be traveling through time. That's probably not a great idea now that I think about it.
Whatever. It'll be fine. Nothing can possibly go wrong.
You could break the entire space-time continuum,
You already did that in Life is Strange.
I didn't break it. I set things right.
Sure.
Whatever. You can't handle this.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, enjoy. Hi, welcome to episode 1 of Space Quest 4.
Space Quest 4. If I can talk.
Here we go.
Look at those graphics.
I know.
I love it.
We're in the 90s now.
Also, I love that background.
It's the aluminum mallard.
Yay.
Roger Wilco and the Time Rippers.
This is my jam.
We're recording this one in the morning, so this episode not sponsored by Bailey's.
It is sponsored by my absolute hype for this right now.
How excited are you right now?
Is there a word for it?
Oh, game designer Scott Murphy and Mark
Yes!
Crow, the two guys from Andromeda who
Scott
were saved
Murphy.
in the last game.
Mark Crow. Yay.
Art designer Mark Crow. You're just enjoying this, aren't you?
I
You're
am.
Just like soaking.
I just love even this part.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
We rejoin our friend and semi-hero
Whoa.
Roger Wilco as he rockets
Roger
back
Wilco.
toward his home planet Xenon, which he hasn't seen since Space Quest 2.
That's
Having
true.
successfully rescued those two ingrates from Andromeda, he decides a pit stop on Magmetheus is in order.
I love this. What? I already love the narrator's
We don't have to.
voice.
We don't have to narrate this one.
During the descent to this cosmic canteen, he is unaware of the interest that has been generated regarding his fate.
Of course.
Magmetheus.
Magnetheus.
Subject. Roger Wilco.
Cool. Alright. That's nice. Generates the little coordinates.
Location confirmed.
We have confirmation of his position, Master.
Off to Magmetheus with you then. It is time for Wilco to meet the fate which I have crafted for him.
Okay.
As our
That's
story begins,
not
we find the aluminum mallard parked outside a seedy spaceport bar.
Look at that little guy over there.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna make it.
Ah!
No, don't step in your own feet. That's always a bad
We
plan.
join Roger as he relates one of his greatly exaggerated tales of adventure.
Of course.
The aliens are only too happy to listen, as long as Roger is by.
See, there was this deadly root monster, a
That's
ferocious
what his
swamp
voice sounds like.
creature, and a Labion terror beast to contend with.
It
Then
fits,
I had to
actually.
outsmart another of Vohal's gorillas and steal the shuttle.
Are
Oh,
you Roger
hi.
Wilco?
Yeah.
Please come with me.
Wait, who's that?
Hello, Roger Wilco. Surprised to see an old friend? You have no idea how special this moment is for me. This is no chance
Oh,
encounter,
how his
I
face
can
is
assure
like.
you.
Like, look at his face.
I have just one
his eyes
loose
are like
end to
popping out.
tie
He's
up
freaking
before
out.
I begin my reign as the supreme being of all that exists.
I think your ego is.
I do not like to lose.
Okay.
You are a blemish on what would otherwise be a perfect record of domination, terror, and invincibility. Besides, I'm still a bit miffed about that asteroid deal in Space Quest 2. Anyway, to relieve the pain of my humiliation and to prevent you from being a pain in my future, you must die. It's been nice seeing you one last time. Then, do the dirty deed.
This sounds bad.
Yeah. Who's that?
Who's
What
that
is
guy?
that?
You go left and split them up. Mr. Wilco, follow me and do exactly as I say.
I don't even know
Let's
who you
move.
I mean, those guys were just going to do the dirty deed, so
Are. Well, this is true.
I guess we're better off with these guys.
I don't.
Hey, I want to know what the.
Listen, I can't explain it all to you now. They've got a beat on our coordinates. We've got to move fast.
Who are you? What is that? Is that?
We got to do this fast. Shield your eyes. Jump into the time rip. Do it
Okay.
now. You've got to. If I take the time to explain, we're both parking lot pizza.
Parking
You'll
lot
understand
pizza.
soon.
Whoosh. That jump though. Rainbows, by the way. Ah,
I knew you would love this part.
look at it. Oh my god.
And that's what it looks like jumping through a time.
Nice.
Welcome to Space Quest 12, Volhal's Revenge Part 2.
Hell's Revenge 2. What the shit? Also, this. What? Poosh! He's like crouching. Hello?
Now where am I? You wonder aloud to non-existent auditory organs. This place sure looks homey. Hey, wait! This looks just like Xenon. It is Xenon. It's really a Pio. Along with the changes induced by an armed conflict, the city looks different, more modern, with a heavy dash of post-disaster seasoning. Casually glancing at the status line, you happen to notice that you're
Casually
in Space
glancing at the
Quest
status
12.
line.
What's happened? Who was that guy with the overdeveloped hairdryer? Why did you let yourself be talked into jumping into some strange shimmering hole? Why are you talking to yourself?
Who doesn't?
These incredibly intriguing questions will quickly be forgotten with barely an electron stirred in that well-armored orb atop your shoulders.
My god! Okay! Can I.
So Jay actually asked me, what's your favorite part of Space Quest 4? And I've said, the narrator.
Yeah, no shit. Overly developed
So,
hair dryer?
Now, let's talk about
It
the
did look
new
like a hair dryer.
interface here. If you right-click, it'll actually cycle through all the things. So that's look, touch, talk, taste.
Wait, is that the freaking
A brightly
Energizer?
colored mechanical hair wanders about.
You weren't kidding. It's really the
It's the
Energizer
Energizer
Bunny.
Bunny.
What the shit? Okay, can I look at myself?
It's you, Roger Wilco, Space Guy.
Space guy. Okay.
Talk to yourself.
Yes, I want to. Is that a thing? Can
Yeah.
you do that? Is there any?
That's the thing.
Oh wait.
That's
This,
talk.
This is talk.
You talk to yourself, but are stumped for a reply.
Cool. Can I talk to this?
It's too cool to talk to you.
Oh, sure it is. Can I?
The hare, anticipating your clumsy attempt to catch it in the open barehanded, won't come anywhere near you.
Okay.
You can't do that.
Why not?
Because you just clicked on the ground.
You inhale deeply and detect the aroma of very old traffic.
Lovely.
Smell yourself.
Oh, well, yep. Okay. Yeah.
Ah, the aroma of several adventure games emanates from your person.
That sounds horrible.
I'll bet you wish you could.
Oh.
What was that?
Wow. Okay.
You lick a thick smear of filth off the street. Finding the taste unpleasant, you quickly swallow it. What a smart person you are.
Oh my god. Wait,
You
wait.
lick a thick smear of filth
No!
off the street.
Damn it. I missed it.
You lick a thick...
Damn it! I missed again. Oh, wait, is
The
there a
wreckage
different...
left by the destruction of the entire Xenon civilization tastes a little like some ancient ruins you once sampled.
Okay. Okay, can I walk?
Maybe look around.
Look around? Yeah, look. What the hell is
The
that
large
thing?
structure in the background captures your curiosity.
Yeah, what is it? Okay. Cool.
Decaying and destroyed buildings now house the apparently non-existent population of Xenon.
Great. Whoa, what's that?
This is the only form of actual life that you've seen here. Its clothes are tattered, and a grotesque metal contraption is clamped to its head, which serves to hold the eyelids permanently open.
That looks concerning. Sounds concerning. Seems concerning.
He seems to be unaware of your existence, as though he is controlled by some other consciousness.
What is that?
I don't know. I'm dead already? But I haven't even saved yet.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload.
Thanks.
Look at that big laser hole in your body.
Okay, I guess I have to restart.
Are you sure you want to restart?
Yes.
You
course
get the
you
two
should.
guys from Andromeda to talk to you now when you die.
Oh my god. Okay. Can I walk?
Mhm.
Oh. Cool.
You stand centrally located in perhaps the only debris-clear area on the surface of this city. This was a busy intersection of commerce when times were happier and life, well, just existed. An odd structure looms in the distance. A once prosperous bank building stands partially wrecked and sealed shut.
Oh, by the way, everybody drink J-Dye.
Look at
It tastes like nothing you'd ever want to put your tongue on again.
fair. Is it different?
It's
if
not
I
as
live
big a
around here?
taste sensation as other parts of the city.
It is different. Oh my god.
Nah, you'd rather not. You never know where it's been. That's not a very clean habit.
Jay's gonna die of disease.
I know, like I just like
It doesn't smell great, but it smells better than you.
wow.
It smells just as good as it looks.
Like I'm just
It's
here
probably
now.
the most nauseating thing to smell in the whole family of smells.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Is there something over here? Ooh.
The old Bank of Xenon building held up fairly well. Too bad. They turned Roger down for a loan once.
Probably didn't make enough on your silly ace janitor's, what was it? Assistant custodial expert?
You know what?
The rubble is rough and jagged. No sense in risking injury this early in the adventure.
Why not? I've already
We'll
died.
get to that later.
We'll get to that later.
Can I talk to like random?
You'd better not. Something might answer.
That's okay.
It smells like old money and new rust.
What?
It smells mostly of dust and dirt. There's nothing like coating your lungs with rubble dust to get your adventure off to a great start.
Tip of the day. Oh my god. Can I
It
look-
tastes okay, but you generally prefer your rubble extra chunky.
I love how that's capitalized. Extra chunky. Oh my god.
It tastes like all the other sidewalks you've ever tasted. Weirdo.
Oh my-
Okay, you get your last licks on the bank.
So, the insults have been taking him to a new level because of the narrator.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, if you go back up to the top there, that's your inventory. Click on that.
I have Buckazoids.
Yeah, no, see, yeah, so that's inside
click
your
that,
inventory. You click the
and
eye
then-
and then click on it.
Cool.
You have 59, right? So now go
Okay.
back up to your inventory again. For example, now click the arrow and click on the money.
Ooh.
And hit OK.
And then
So now when you scroll through, like even just scrolling through the thing, now it'll be one of your options.
interesting. So that's
Yeah,
how
so-
that's how you would use an item, I guess. In
That's
this.
how you would use an item. Yes.
That's cool.
So go back up there, because this is a new interface for you, so I'm going to teach you how to play a little bit. Now go back over to the little control panel looking thing.
This thing.
Yeah. And then there's your save, restore, restart, quit, text, play, detail, volume, speed, right? So,
Interesting.
yep.
Cool.
You just hit play to go
Is
back.
there any-
Or you can save it if you want, but you haven't done anything yet.
Whoa. Oh, this is weird.
No, that is weird. That looks very different.
Oh wait. Okay. It does it like this on my laptop.
Oh,
I
cool.
just recognize it.
Yeah, this is part of the GOG thing, I think, because we're playing this game.
Yeah,
thanks
it's
to
it's Scum VM.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just hit cancel, because you haven't done anything
Yeah,
yet.
I have literally done nothing.
But also, if you go back up to the title bar there, and you go to the settings again, display mode, both score 0 of 315. There's your score.
Oh, cool.
So,
I was wondering where that was. Can you like go in here? Is that a thing? You
can you? Why, that's a good question, Jay.
No, I just walk into the wall.
Did you click the hand on the bank? Maybe it'll open the door.
Forget it. The doors and windows have been sealed with welded steel plating.
I see.
Good to know.
There's the Energizer Bunny again. He's just kind of walking around.
How do I get that thing? I want it.
What a great question. You might want to
It
turn
has
the
an
speed
answer,
up. He
right?
walks really slow.
I know. Ooh. Okay. Can I look at this
The
thing?
large structure in the background captures your
Yeah,
curiosity.
What is it? I don't want to. I want to know what it is.
In the distance, the skeletal remains of once proud structures jut weakly into the chemical-laden atmosphere.
The chemical-laden atmosphere.
Okay.
It smells like the remains of a flourishing civilization blasted to smithereens by an evil entity of immense power.
It smells like Teen Spirit.
It smells like trouble. What's going on in there?
It smells like trouble.
Can I?
Nobody can reach that building from here with their tongue unless they're in a Leisure Suit Larry game.
Boom. Attaboy, Larry.
My God.
It doesn't taste half bad, considering what it smells like.
Okay.
And now what?
I don't know. Keep wandering around aimlessly until I find.
Seriously, turn the speed up just a bit.
Okay.
So you can walk a little faster, maybe.
That's
Now up.
up.
You gotta drag it. Click and drag.
Is that good? Yes.
Turn it all the way up. See how fast he goes.
All the way.
Yeah, I don't think he goes. There you go.
Ah. That might be a little too fast though. This is my first time playing it. Okay.
Hopefully the volume's okay. We're gonna have to go back and listen to this and make sure.
A featureless, dirty white structure fills space to the east.
Okay.
You talk to yourself.
Yes.
That's it. Talk to yourself.
Okay.
It smells like something that wasn't designed for noses. It tastes like nothing you'd ever want to put your tongue on again.
So obviously some of them start repeating.
Yeah.
For, randomness. The fact that they have so many is also pretty hilarious.
The hair anticipating your...
Damn it.
Oh, you got zapped.
This thing just came out of nowhere.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload.
As usual, you've been a real pantload.
I love that. You've been a real pantload. Of all things, a real pantload.
You didn't save it, right? So
Oh yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
you have 0 points. You've done nothing.
I broke it.
Oh shit! Did you?
Yeah, I did.
You just try hitting us.
Oh,
there you
wait.
go. It just took a minute.
Okay. Go this way this time.
It did not save your speed settings. That's for sure.
No, it did not. Turn it up a little bit. Go up.
Maybe save it this time.
Okay. Save. New save.
Y'all, I'm finally playing this game.
Okay. What is that thing?
A battered and boarded storefront shows the wear and tear a little war can have on it.
Yes.
Oh wait, what's that?
It's a lightweight, worn piece of rope.
Can I take it?
Look, can you just automatically walks over there for you and everything?
That's fantastic.
You take the small, frayed, useless-looking length of rope.
So you think?
What was that dinging noise?
Probably means, look, you got the thing.
Yeah. We did, yeah.
A crummy piece of rope!
Woo!
Is it rough? Good, okay. Now go up to your settings again, real quick. Just for, again. You got 5 points.
Lovely.
For
Okay.
picking up the rope.
We're picking up the rope.
Yep.
Alright. Cool.
Now what?
There's a sweet, fruity odor coming from the building.
Well, that's different.
That's weird.
Wild berry.
Okay.
That Barry, he's so wild.
What looks like fluid is actually a mixture of toxic atmospheric solids. It smells just as good as it looks.
Okay, can I?
It tastes just as good as it smells.
Alright then. Is this like a...
Oh, there's that guy again.
No, I can't go.
It's
there.
very pleasant looking.
Okay, hang on. No, like go up. Okay, what the hell is that?
A large void indicates the absence of any dense matter.
Except you, Roger. You're pretty dense.
A fluid-looking mass lying in the gutter is actually crystallized toxic runoff.
Okay.
Huge supports miraculously still do just that to these buildings. You are at the eastern boundary of a clearing in this ruined city. Passage to the east is impossible due to a great void in the landscape.
Oh, there you go. You learn how to look around finally.
Lick the void.
As is so often the case with voids, there is nothing to taste.
Let's try that.
You give the sidewalk a lick and accidentally
That's
step
really-
on a crack. Somewhere your mother screams out in agony. Her spinal cord snapped cleanly in half.
Okay.
Of course, she probably deserved it for the way she threw away those magazines she found in your room that time back in junior high. Those things cost you a lot of good lunch money.
Oh, what? Okay. Oh my god.
It tastes like nothing you'd ever want to put your...
Okay, I've already read that one.
This grate has crud, gunk, and sludge built up around the edges. You can see through the grate, but can't make anything out.
Is that like... Hang on. Well, there's two here.
The grate is anchored securely by bolts with mildly corroded heads.
Okay. So, I mean, that one grate does look different than
It
the other.
does, yeah, that's what I noticed. This one's like silver. Hang on. I'm gonna go over here first. Have I been up here? I'm gonna...
Based on that little structure there, I think that's where the white pillars were.
Probably. Yep. Okay. Then... Okay, how would I do that, actually? Would I, like, use...
If you're gonna try to... Oh, what are you trying to do?
Hang on. Like that?
I don't know. Whoa!
Oh, okay, that's...
That was neat. Where are you now?
I don't know. Where's the look thing?
You've reached the sewer maintenance office. Apparently this office has been long abandoned. Your janitorial instincts urge you to sweep up and do a little dusting, but you suppress those urges and concentrate on the task at hand.
bold of you to assume that actually exists. I mean, I happen to
Nah,
know
you'd
for
rather
sure.
not.
should
You never
maybe
know
look
where
at
it's
it
been.
first.
Yes, I should. Okay. Ah, damn it, I missed it. That's gonna be my problem. This
It's
weekend,
just an
isn't it?
average, old-fashioned desk blotter.
What's the other thing?
It's an empty jar with a lid, neither of which does anything entertaining.
Oh, an empty jar.
For now. Might need that.
You take the jar into custody.
You take the jar.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Can I take this thing too?
Ah, a button. Perhaps I'll give it a press.
Are you sure? What is
Okay.
that?
Data entry 22795. This message is to whomever may be so fortunate as to find it. I am Professor Lloyd, lead designer of the Xenon supercomputer project, the ultimate in artificial intelligence. The computer was designed to enhance our lives, but instead ended up being the ruin of us all.
Figures.
We made the mistake of tying it into the most important facets of our existence here on Xenon, including our weather control and defense systems. It seemed like a sound idea at the time, and all proceeded well for about 3 years. It was around then that a deep space salvage operation recovered what appeared to be some sort of antiquated data storage unit contained in a flimsy cardboard box on which the words Leisure Suit Larry were imprinted.
You lost
On
me.
its back was the picture of a not particularly wholesome gentleman, but that's another story. My counterparts exhibited shameful behavior as they tore open the box to get at its contents. I could not understand the commotion it generated. The data was uploaded into the supercomputer for analysis. As a result, a crippling virus spread through the machine like a bad social disease. All control of the computer was lost. All screens went blank. Then these words were displayed by the monitors and uttered by the vocal outputs. Wilco must pay. From that day forth, the possessed computer waged war on the inhabitants of Xenon, using our own weapons against us. Some managed to escape to other planets. Those of us who remained stayed to fight the machines and robots under its control. It was a bloody war. Those of us that were not killed were taken captive and modified. These cyborgs infiltrated the loyal ranks of resistance, rooting out almost all of our hiding places and exposing us to the mechanical menace. Some of these poor souls still wander the streets. As of this recording, we are down to only a handful of rebels. My health is deteriorating rapidly. To make matters worse, I've just learned that the computer has unraveled the mysteries of time travel. I've sent my 2 best men to attempt to steal this new technology. If you are not a machine, then perhaps they were successful. Please realize, you are Xenon's last hope.
So the reference there, by the way,
I was about to say, was that not something that happened in real life?
that was a reference to something that happened in real life. So for a while there, back in the day when you had floppy disks, there was a pirated copy of Leisure Suit Larry going around.
And
someone had infected with a virus, and like
Yeah.
whole companies back in the late '80s lost everything.
Yeah, you told me about this.
Because they would put in this virus, and they would play the game for a little while, and a certain part of the game would trigger the virus, and then it would just like wipe out entire company hard drives and servers and everything else. And people were doing that. They were putting this game up on the server so all the other employees at work could play it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it famously had a boss key, so you'd turn it up and it looked like you were working on
Right.
a spreadsheet or something. And so that's hilarious that the writers just, that the 2 guys just wrote it into this game like, oh, we found an old copy of Leisure Suit Larry. It totally killed everyone on Xenon. And apparently it was Sledge Vohall behind that virus the whole time.
Yeah, apparently. What the heck?
The strange little pedestal has wires running between it and the wall. It's very pleasant looking.
That is not helpful in the slightest.
You've reached the sewer maintenance office. Apparently this office has been long abandoned.
Okay, yeah, I've read that one already. Or listened to that one already. Technically both. Is there like...
Nothing you can do to it here will be of benefit.
Oh, okay. Is this like...
It's very pleasant looking.
That's... You're not being very helpful. I'm just gonna be
Do
straight
you
up
remember
right
these games? I mean, you just finished King's Quest. This is not very helpful either.
now. I can't tell. Is that a door? Let it be
You
a door.
clicked on a thing.
Is it a door? Oh, I see. It's like a little spinny thingy. Okay.
Now look at it.
Yeah, yes, look.
You peer into the darker area beyond the hatch frame and see nothing particularly revolting.
Seems great. Let's go. Actually, I should probably say it before I do that.
Just H.
H.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no! The door has shut and there's no way back. What are you going to do now?
Die, I guess.
Glad you just saved it.
Yeah, no shit.
The pipes running along the sides of this conduit are coated in inert slime.
Yay, slime!
Okay.
You really don't want to touch the slime-laden pipes.
Click on it again now.
You really don't want to touch the slime-laden pipes. Your nostrils flare as you inhale the fragrant aroma of cold steel with just a hint of sewage.
Yummy. That sounds fantastic.
The pipes have the tangy taste of 100% real steel, basted with slime and rusted to a delicate crunch.
You won't touch them, but you'll lick them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Roger clearly licked a lot of windows on his small butts when he was a child.
What is that?
Appears to be some kind of slime.
Run away? Oh shit. Oh, it went the other way. Okay. That's cool with me. Because whatever it is, it looks like it will probably eat me alive or something.
Now what, Roger?
I don't know. This looks like that thing from Space Quest 2. Where it's just like a giant maze and you have to wander around for like 500 hours.
Except you can see this.
Can I go up this? Yeah, it's true. I can actually see this one. Oh, what?
What is that?
I don't know. Wait, I just had an idea.
Finally, an idea.
I know.
Hold on, let's see what this is first.
I know. I
Oh
have.
shit.
Wait, what's that? Okay. Okay.
Use the eye like you can do things now.
Oh, okay. I see.
A sleek patrol transport occupies the area presently.
Cool.
If you can do anything with the ship, you certainly can't do it from here.
Well,
You slide down the slimy ladder as the manhole cover slams back into place.
okay. I think I missed one, but that's okay. Anyway, I had an idea. I think. Do I have? Yeah, this thing. Hang on. How do I do that again? This. This is probably not gonna work. Can I like get some of that stuff in a jar?
I don't know.
Or maybe I don't even have to get it. Maybe I can just do like can I
Nothing happens.
Oh. Okay.
Nothing happens.
Hold on a second.
A
What is
blob
that?
of slime has gained an attraction for you. Is the green, viscous, congealed wad of vile helper bent on your destruction? Or is it just a friendly puddle of scum looking for a new friend? Dare you find out?
Okay. Hang on a second. gonna die.
Yeah, we
probably.
really feel free to donate to our Patreon or send us money because we really need a webcam so that you can see Jay's face while playing this. It's, you remember that slack jaw Roger had at the beginning of the game? It's a lot like that.
No, it's
He's
not.
literally sitting here with his mouth hanging open like, I don't know what to do.
Well, I'm thinking maybe if I can like find that thing. First off, I have to know, like, does it kill you? I'm assuming it does. It's...
So is this game living up to your expectations so far? Is it everything you hoped it would be?
Well, I mean, considering that I just started it...
yeah, but some of your predictions came true in the intro, by the way.
In-
And you'll
I
notice
know,
that
in,
was like a
the
movie trailer. I didn't give you anything...
Ah! Oh, it's faster than me.
You know, like that is, or-
Yeah, like, what is it doing? Hello?
You took a little too long. Now it's slime time.
I died.
Oh, that looks bad.
Wow. Okay.
That looks really bad.
Yeah, it does.
As the green slime dissolves the flesh from your bones, you think, hey, this stuff consumes 47 times its weight in acid.
Slime food, cream of Roger.
It's... Why? Oh, I... Okay. H? What? Okay, so I'm thinking maybe I can... If I, can... Like, put it in, like, the jar.
Oh no! The door has
But
shut,
will it, like-
and there's no way back. What are you going to do now?
I know. It's very scary. Okay.
There it comes.
So, if I just do
You
that...
can't use that here.
Shit.
You can't use that here.
Okay, run away then.
I like how you run in a straight line.
I know.
Doesn't make a turn. You've gone to the right yet?
Oh, I haven't?
No. I mean, clearly it's just a big grid, right?
Yeah.
You see some dripping, oozing stuff.
Can I put that?
Dripping, oozing stuff.
You don't need to do that.
Don't need to do that.
Apparently not. Okay.
This is a section of the Xenon sewer system. Fortunately, there seems to be very little of the secret ingredient usually associated with sewers.
That'd be poo
Yeah.
and sewage. Now what are you gonna do,
Actually,
Roger?
here's a question. No, wait. Stop. Go back.
Too late. Barry says wait.
Well, go back then.
Why?
Because I want to see if these little vent things... I want to see if I can go in these little vent things. Can I?
The
Can I
pipes
get it?
running along the sides of this conduit are coated.
that.
This is a section of the Xenons.
Okay. Can I just literally straight up... Just
You
try-
can't quite reach the vent.
Oh, okay. Well, that's something. Can I use the rope? Is that a thing?
You can't use that here.
Okay. No.
Have you looked at the
I
rope
tried.
yet?
I don't know.
It just said it was
A crummy piece of rope.
You're right. Oh,
I
yeah.
remember now.
Oh, right. Well, shit. I don't really know what to do here.
And then... you've seen everything you need to see down here, apparently. There's not a lot
Supposedly.
to it, is there? Except amazing graphics.
Right? Oh my god.
They're gonna climb that ladder.
I know.
Jay's drinking Buffalo Trace bourbon.
No, I am not. I'm drinking water out of a Buffalo Trace bottle because it keeps the water cold after you take it out of the fridge. It's been washed, I promise.
A sleek patrol transport occupies the area presently.
Right.
That walk button will get you out of the...
Okay, walk button.
Wait. I love that the little waiting thing is actually just says wait.
Right.
What is that?
I don't know.
The structural warpage and the enormous gaping hole indicate a violent end for this corroding battle machine.
It's like a tank or something, right?
What was that? Wait, what?
Oh,
I just wanted to
We're
look!
glad you could play Space Quest 4.
Damn
As
it.
usual, you've been a real pet load.
And that concludes episode 1 of I Dare You to Play Space Quest 4. Join us next week when Jay maybe even looks around some more.
Woo.
Thanks for joining in. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, bye.